Thank you so much.
And we're ready to go.
Ready to go? All right. Hey, you guys. Wonderful. I'm happy to see every single one of you. So you guys, let's have a great class, okay? So my name is John Salvatore, and just to let you know a little bit by myself, I went to the Bikram yoga training in 2001. So I've been teaching for 22 years and 21 years. Practicing for 22. Anyway, I'm here in New York City, and I'm just so grateful that Michael has asked me to do this. And I want all of us to have a great time. And listen, go with whatever you have today and meet yourself at yourself and listen to the words and try to follow them the best you can, right? Because when you listen to the words and you connect them with your body, well, that's real meditation, right? That's where we bring the body, the soul, and the mind all together, okay? And let's get started. So we're going to start with the breathing exercise called pranayama, deep breathing, to open up the lungs and the respiratory system. As you know, you can inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, all the time through the throat. Use the nose and the mouth as a passageway. Breathe very deep, slow, and low. Interlock all 10 fingers and place your knuckles into the chin. Make sure you have a nice tight fist. The knuckles stay glued to the chin throughout the entire breathing exercise. Push the heels down, lift your chest up, swallow a few times. And everybody begin. Inhale. Slowly lift your elbows up towards the ceiling as you inhale through the nose, always using the back of the throat, stomach in, elbows up. Exhale, look back, chest up, eyes wide open. Slowly bring your palms together, your wrists together, your forearms together. Your elbows will then touch in front of the chest. Very nice. Inhale. Slowly as the head goes down, the elbows go back. So we say head down, but you want to make sure that you're doing that very slowly, coordinating with the arms. Exhale. Make a tight fist and trace a line across the ceiling with your eyes. The slower you go, the better you do. Stretch your elbows forward, elbows touch in front of your chest. Inhale. So once you start the breathing exercise, the elbows can stay at shoulder level or above. Push the heels down, lift your chest up, open up the rib cage. Exhale. Head back, look back, chest up. It's an ha sound, still using the throat. Wrap your armpits forward and bring your elbows together. Gorgeous. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Inhale. Each time you take a little bit more air in, the more you constrict the back of the throat, the more powerfully you're going to bring the oxygen into the lungs. Exhale. And you also control the exhale by using your throat as well. So it's almost like you're inhaling and exhaling through a very thin straw. Elbows touch. Inhale. Really push those heels into the floor. Guys, your technique looks really, really nice. Stretch the fingers on the backs of the cheeks and lift your elbows up a little bit higher. Gorgeous. Exhale. Look back, chest up. Nice. Beautiful. I see you. Stretch your elbows forward and the elbows touch in front of your chest. Inhale. 3 more for the first set. Once again, use your throat, stomach, stomach, stomach. Separate the rib cage. Open it up a little bit more. Exhale. Good. You might feel a little bit dizzy doing this. You bring a lot more oxygen into the body, what you normally used to. Stretch your elbows forward, elbows touch. Inhale. We have 2 more for the first set. Slow and deep and low and long and low. That's it. Keep going. Just a little bit more. And exhale. That's it. Take your time, like you're moving through a jar of molasses or peanut butter. So reach your elbows forward. Touch your elbows in front of your chest. Inhale. Last one for the first set. Warming up the body from the inside out, using the circulatory system to help the respiratory system. And exhale. Last one for the first set. Use this breathing exercise as a tool to get rid of any of the junk that you don't need. When your elbows touch, that's enough. And bring your arms down by your side. So in between the postures, of course, you want to try to stay as still as possible. This is where you conserve more oxygen and your body returns to homeostasis. Let's do that again. Interlock your fingers. Now, change the grip. Challenge yourself, all right? Especially if you're a trainee. Maybe go over another finger. It's going to feel weird at first, but after a while it won't. Press your knuckles underneath your chin and make sure the thumbs are touching the hollow of the throat. There should be a little bit of pressure from the chin to the knuckles and the knuckles to the chin. Look straight ahead and begin again. Inhale. Open up your elbows. Good. Now, don't just think of the front. of what you can see in the mirror, but what about your back rib cage? Good. Exhale. So think of yourself more 360 degree, more three-dimensional than just what you have flat towards the mirror, elbows touch in front of your chest. Inhale, right? So sometimes I use this analogy like you're opening up like a hoop skirt, one of those old-fashioned hoop skirts, all the way around your body. Good. Exhale. And now you close it, right? You tuck the tailbone down, you make your waist as tiny as possible, and you reach your elbows forward and squeeze your elbows in front of the chest. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, gorgeous, 4, 5, 6, hold it at the top, and now you exhale, 1, 2, be very deliberate about those grips. Press the pads of the fingers between the knuckles. Cross your thumb and your index fingers. Reach your elbows forward. Elbows touch. Inhale. And I can tell that you're really contracting your thighs because I don't see you rocking back and forth. So that's that whole idea of pushing the heels down to lengthen the spine. Exhale. Even from the beginning of the class, you're decompressing your spine. Now, here's another thing. What about stretching your chin a little bit higher towards the ceiling to lengthen the back of the neck as well as stretch it? Good. Inhale. But all time, really concentrating on the breath. Focus on the sound and the sensation of the breath. Exhale. Good. Listen to each other. Inhale. Look at that. Everybody moving together. That is so nice, you guys. Exhale. Yeah, again, trace that line across the ceiling with your eyes. It's pretty easier to do on the exhale, not so easy on the inhale. Inhale. Now go through the ceiling with your eyes until you reach the top of the mirror and then the middle of the mirror, and then you look at your own eyes and lift your elbows up higher. Exhale. Balancing carbon dioxide and oxygen, right? So it's really good for the elasticity of the lungs over time, expanding them, and squeeze your elbows together. Make sure your elbows are even too. Inhale, nice and slow. Good. We just have a few more for the second set. You're doing good. This is slowing down that nervous system, that mind that starts to talk to us all the time. Exhale. I don't know about you, but that voice wakes up with me when I first get up out of bed, and it doesn't stop until I do this class. Stretch your elbows forward, elbows touch in front of your chest. 2 more. Make them deep, make them long, make them low, make them last. Yes, like elastic. Good. Exhale. Chest up, eyes open, pull your sternum forward. That's it. Wrap your armpits forward. Squeeze your elbow points, lock your knees, and the last one on your own. Go. Full lungs. And just when you think you're full, lift your elbows up one more time and exhale. Good. Every drop of air out. Wonderful. And then when you're done, arms by your side. Well, I'll tell you what, you've got some great teachers. You guys are really solid. Okay, so we're going to start with the postures now. Half moon pose with hands to feet pose. Throughout the rest of the class, breathe through the nose. Keep your jaw relaxed. All right, and let's do the best you can. Here we go. Toes and nails touch. Everybody together, bring your arms up, out, and over the head sideways. Palms together, interlock your fingers and release your index fingers. The thumbs across. This is going to get a nice grip. The baby pinky finger and the thumb, if you squeeze them together, it's going to keep the heels of the palms together. Stretch up towards the ceiling, try to touch the ceiling, and now off you go. As you bend your body to the right and to the left, about 3 or 4 or 5 times on each side, feeling stretching on both sides of the body. Don't miss the opportunity to touch the ceiling before you come down to the right or to the left, so that you're always decompressing the spine. And then stop in the middle. Good. Elbows locked, arms straight, biceps are with the ears. There's no gap between the arms and the ears. You push your hips a little forward towards the mirror, but understand you don't want to sink into your lower spine, so tuck your tailbone down. Upper body back, chin up. Take a deep breath, stretch up one more time, try to touch the ceiling, and bend your body to the right in an absolutely perfectly straight line, without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, and I'm going to say this, without twisting your torso or your hips, and without going down too far too quickly, right? We are here for a little bit, and understand that we build upon muscular intensity. We get the flexibility that way rather than going flexibility first. So continuously keep pushing your hips to the left, opening up the whole left side of the body. Very visceral, bones to skin, fingertips to the toes. Squeeze the heels of the palms together. Your chin up, your jaw relaxed. Lock your elbows, lock your knees. Bring your hips forward, tailbone down, upper body back, weight is in the heels. Good. A little bit, maybe your left hip forward to make sure your two hips are in one line if you need to make that correction. Maybe your right shoulder forward to open up your chest. Now at the end, take a nice deep breath and make your bottom arm longer than the top arm and move your hips a little bit more to come down further. Come down and push. Push your hips to come down one more time. Inhale and come on up. Keep your arms there. Take a deep breath, pull up out of the waist and push your hips to the right as you bend your body down to the left. So believe me or not, the dominant thing in this posture, you guys, are the hips. So when you move your hips, guess what? Your body's going to come down and you get a couple of inches for free. And then you build upon that. You should even feel your skin stretching over your bones. In fact, vacuum pack your muscles to your bones. That's good. A little bit goes a really long way. Continuously keep pushing your hips to the right, opening up the whole right side of the body. Again, we say bones to skin, fingertips to the toes, inside and out. Tailbone down, hips more forward, upper body back, weight is in the heels. From the side, it should look like your razor blade, right? So there's nothing sticking in or out. Chin up, jaw relaxed. Watch out for that left elbow. It likes to bend on this side. And maybe now a right hip a little forward, maybe left shoulder a little bit forward, chin up, arms back, keep coming. Now lock your knees and lock your elbows. Come down and push your hips to come down one more time. Inhale and come on up. Bravo. Keep your arms there. First backward bend. Don't overthink it. Take a nice deep breath and just drop your head back as far as it goes. Your head wants to relax, so let it relax and help it along by bending your eyeballs back a little bit further. Look back, bring your arms back right away and try to touch the wall behind you. Bend your spine backwards from the coccyx to the neck, your lower back, upper back, middle back, your entire spine is backward bending. Keep going, push your upper body back, try to fall down backwards, get the weight into the heels. Give this a chance. Lock your knees, push your stomach, legs, hips forward. Keep pushing your arms back, lift your chest up, push your hips forward. Lock your elbows, push your hips forward. Go back, way back, fall back. Wow, change. Good, come on up. That first one is always the hardest, right? Find yourself in the mirror and the arms and head together, come down front side. Absolutely bend the knees if you need to protect the lower spine. Keep your belly pulled in. Try to keep your arms next to your ears. You know what to do, right? You put your fingertips on the floor in front of you or close to it if you can. Bend your knees and move your hips right and left and right and left. So now we get this U-turn from backward bending to forward bending, right? So your spine's not completely warmed up yet, and we're still working on that. So do your thing. Bend your knees, move your hips. You want to shake your head and your arms, relax your jaw, right? If you want to squat down and get the cobwebs out of your knees, you can do that too, all right? Then bend your knees halfway and grab your heels from behind, from underneath your heels, stepping on all 5 fingers of each hand. In other words, your baby pinky fingers are touching each other side by side. The elbows are behind the legs, and the best you can, the elbows are facing the back wall. So it's like you're wrapping your armpits around your thighs. Get a good grip, the best you can for what you have today. Don't lose it. Begin to pull your heels, stretch your body down from the lower spine towards the floor. Touch your stomach on your thighs, touch your chest on the knees, relax your head. Maybe the face touches the legs below the knees. If it doesn't, you don't want to jut it out of alignment. You just want to relax the back of the neck so that one day the face can touch the legs below the knees. In other words, from the side, you have no room for light, no room for air. You're sealing the upper body and the lower body together. From here, roll forward like a wheel into the balls of the feet. Lift your kneecaps up, your thighs up, hips up. Try to push back the knees as you eventually lock the knees, creating a tremendous stretching feeling all the way. Coccyx to the head, coccyx to the toes. Keep pulling. Roll forward, lift your shoulders up towards the ceiling, touch your face, and try to lock your knees. Wow, change. Now slowly come up, and again, you can bend the knees on the way if you need to. Keep your arms next to your ears, stretch forward to come up. And then when you're done, slowly together, bring your arms down by your side. And then the best thing to do is nothing. Nothing is very underrated, right? The stillness and the silence is absolutely exquisite. So important for your yoga. All right, and we're gonna do it again now. Second set, arms come up over the head, palms together, interlock the fingers. Now you can experiment and get the opposite grip. It just changes things up a little bit. Cross the thumb, a baby pinky finger, stretch up, lift up, off you go. Push the hips to the left, bend your body down to the right. So we say come down, we mean up, out, and over, right? So this is a counterbalance between your fingertips and your hips. So I say, how far can you get your hips away from your fingertips, And then, get your nose up, but get a little snotty on me, get your nose up in the air. There you go, that's right. Push the palms together, push the forearms closer towards each other. Now, come to what your maximum is right now for today. Hold the posture without holding your breath. Look at that. Inhale, come on up. You got it. Keep your arms there. Now, once again, before you go down, go up, and up, out, and over, right? I use that analogy like there's a beach ball underneath the left armpit and it's 500 degrees. You don't want to touch it. In fact, you might want to help it along a little bit and push the left rib cage up into the right rib cage. Yeah. But at the same time, the lower ribs are in. It's almost like you're going to push the top of the hip bones towards each other. Tailbone down, hips more forward, upper body back, thumbs crossed. There you go. Take a deep breath and start to pull on the top arm with the bottom arm. And now you go. Come down and push. Come down and push. Hold it at your maximum. Hold, freeze, breathe. Yes. Inhale. Come on up. All right. Now you're in the business, as they say. Take a nice deep breath and drop your head back as far as it goes. Then right away, bring your arms back. Imagine that I've got my hand right between your two shoulder blades, right? So I'm pushing your heart, your chest up towards the ceiling. Once you have the upper back lifted, then it's safe to push the stomach, legs, hips, thighs forward. So the other day I tried this and it really helped. Lock your knees and push the tops of the thighs forward. Above your quads and below your hip bones, push the tops of the thighs forward. Good. Now push your arms back and push your forearms closer towards each other. Now fall into it. Go back. Reach back. Now let it go. You've got a couple more inches. There it is, right there. Change. Yes. Come on up. That's it. And then we go. Arms and head together. Bend your body down from the lower spine. I love that second backward bend. I think I have problems. And then I do that second backward bend. I'm like, what was I so worried about before? Bend your knees and move your hips. It just calms you down. It just does the trick. All right. So we do our little shake it around a little bit. And the second set, a little bit quicker. So bend your knees halfway. Grab your heels from behind. Armpits wrapped around the thighs. Elbows wrapped around the calves. The best you can, right? To get the good grip. You go for it. And if it ends up being something else, you don't judge it, right? You don't worry about the outcome. You worry about, don't worry about anything, actually. Pull your heels, stretch your body down from the lower spine towards the floor. Again, stomach is on the thighs, check, chest is on the knees, face on the legs below the knees. And so we say the object of stretching is pulling, but more importantly, in order for to stretch something, you've got to kind of relax it, right? So what's happening instead is that your legs are working, your arms are working, but your spine is relaxing. So you inhale, you set your stomach in, and then you relax your lower spine and you slide your stomach closer to the toes. Inhale, exhale. Now the rib cage, lengthen it towards your toes. Inhale, exhale, now the chest, now the neck. Lift your shoulders up, bring your body weight into the balls of the feet, pull your kneecaps up, and consider doing a little back bend in the hips. Roll forward and lock your knees. Look at that. Change. Slowly come up. Bravo, guys. All right. And then really feel those arms stretching out to the side when you come down. So everything has a purpose, right? The beginning, the middle, and the end. You look great. Utkatasana, the awkward poses next. Keep your left foot where it is. Step your right foot out to the right, 6-inch gap. If you notice sometimes you feel like the feet are parallel and you're like, why are they still turning out? Maybe try to bring the second toe forward. Sometimes that helps me keep my feet more parallel, all right? Don't change your feet. Bring your arms apart to the floor. Keep your 5 fingers together, touching each other. Stretch your arms forward like you're trying to touch the mirror. Take a nice deep breath, pull your stomach in, and sit down until your hips touch a chair. Spine straight to begin with. 100% of the weight is back in the heels. The second phase of this, without straightening your legs, is to lift your chest up, bend your total spine backward bending, bring your upper body back. Keep your belly pulled in, compression of the abdominal wall, contract the abdominal muscles, and try to maintain 6 inches between toes, heels, knees, and hands. Sit down more, lift your chest up, lift your chin up. You should feel like you're about to fall down backwards. Change. Good. Come on up and keep your arms there. Now it changes. So tailbone down, look forward, and stand up on your toes as high as possible. Stretch your spine, head, chest, total upper body towards the ceiling. The trick in this one is to get on the crease of the toes. Without dropping your heels, sit straight down on top of the toes. Now, from start to finish, your hips are head are touching the wall. Your core is nice and tight. The more you sit down, the more you have to push your heels forward. Try to keep your shoulders above your hips above your heels. Push your heels forward, get your knees up, sit down more, lock your elbows more, change, come on up. Good holding with control, lower your heels. Now the third part, come up a little bit off of the heels, just enough to bring your knees together. Rotate your inner thighs towards each other, lock your elbows, suck your stomach in and come all the way down. Now again, as you go down, you're stretching up through the neck, through the torso, the rib cage is pulled in, your gluteus are tight, your inner thighs are squeezing, your knees are squeezing as you go all the way down. And then you don't rest on your heels, right? You stop right before that point of losing resistance. So your knees are down and forward, the hips are up, the thighs are parallel to the floor, the arms are parallel to the legs, and the spine is straight. From the side, your body looks like a box. To come up, push through the balls of the feet and slowly come up. Try to keep your shoulders above your hips, lock your elbows. Yes, everybody, very good. Feet together, arms down by your side. Yeah, that one takes a village. It does. I have a whole team next to me helping me on that one. They're imaginary, but I still have. All right, here we go. Second set. Step your right foot out to the right. Heart rate moving up now. And this is what we want. Our largest muscle group in the body. Bring your arms apart to the floor. Keep your 5 fingers together. Hug your shoulders in your socket. Squeeze your fingers together. Keep your fingers long. Take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale, and off you go. Sit back. Right. So this posture begins when your brain is convinced you're about to fall down backwards. Right? Like at any moment, it's like, oh, okay. So try to get your kneecaps over your heels. Pull your inner thighs towards the back wall. Tuck your tailbone down and think that I'm poking my index finger right behind your heart. That's it. Now hold that. Change. Very good. Keep your arms there. Now tailbone down. Feel like you're going to push down to go up. Like you're going to peek over a shelf. So you have to push your arms down, your neck longer, push your heels forward so the soles of the feet are perpendicular to the floor. Then sit down on top of the toes. And by the way, as you come down, the more you have to push the heels forward. So feel like you've got butcher knives underneath your heels. Push your heels forward, get your knees up, sit down. Push your fingertips forward and your heels forward. Push your fingertips forward and your heels forward. You've got it. Now don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. Come down to the chair. Don't go down below the chair. Knees up, heels up. Change. Yes, everybody. Beautiful one. Lower your heels. Relax your jaw. Reinvest in your arms. Come up a little bit off of the heels, just enough to bring your knees together. Rotate your inner thighs towards each other and slowly come down. As slow as is possible. Right. So about halfway down is where your knees have to act like brakes, right? So that you don't become a victim of gravity. You would continuously stretch forward, continuously stretch up, but your thighs are squeezing together. Come all the way down. And once you have that, right, the knees are slightly lower than the hips are slightly higher than the knees, the thighs are parallel to the floor, and the arms are parallel to the legs. It's up to you to play with it, right? You can go up a little bit, you come down a little bit, and now come up the rest of the way for 5, 4, 3, 2, yeah, 1, good. Feet together, arms down, find your stillness, breathe. Gaurasana, the eagle pose, and then we're all gonna drink water together. Identify the right arm from the left arm. Don't mix them up. Together, please, bring your arms up over your head. Swing your right arm underneath the left arm. Cross your arms, twist them like ropes. Bring your hands in front of your face, your palms together, your thumbs facing you, and the baby pinky fingers towards the mirror. Sit down into your hips, touch the chair. We were just sitting in that chair. Shift the weight into the left leg. Bring your right leg over the left as high as you can. Twist your legs like ropes and try to wrap your right foot underneath your left calf muscle until all 5 toes are visible on the mirror. If that's not happening, make it directional and try to touch the top inner thigh with the bottom inner thigh. That's just a connection to get internal compression in the thighs. Now, if you have the foot wrapped around, try to push the toe down and forward so you erase the gap between the ankle and the calf muscle. Bring your knees a very little bit to the right, your upper body to the left, and underneath your nose, line up your hands, your elbows, your knees, your ankles in one straight line down the center of your body. Change. Feet together, bring your arms up over your head and swing the left arm underneath the right. Left arm underneath right, cross arms, twist and pull. So you can always do that trick of interlacing your fingers, wiggle them right and left, and eventually you'll get a little bit more even. Pull your elbows down without hunching the shoulders too much. Sit down into the chair, shift the weight into the right leg and bring your left leg over. So if you shift the weight first, you're telling your body what to do there, right? And then, and your left kneecap might go towards the right side of the room, and that's cool and groovy if you get the foot wrapped around. And then any adjustments you make have to be very, very subtle. So first of all, the lower your center of gravity, the more you bend your knee, the easier it is to balance. A little bit knees to the left, a little bit upper body to the right. So if your foot is coming out, sit down. And if you're losing your balance, bring your upper body back. Hold the posture and change. Good. Feet together. Bring your arms up over your head. Let's do it again. Swing the right arm underneath the left. So this is really good. Getting all the joints in the body loosened up here. Pull your elbows down. Sit down into your chair. Bring your upper body back. Shift the weight into the left leg and bring your right leg over the left. Yeah. So again, the higher you cross to the thighs, the easier it is to get the foot wrapped around. And it's not really about making a shape with your body, it's actually working in the shape. And some of you are very, very flexible. So to those of you, I say, congratulations, you might have to work a little bit harder at getting the compression. So try this, press your palms and wrists against each other, press your elbows and your thighs against each other. Good. Now pull your left elbow down and your right elbow up, sit down more and bring your upper body back. That's it. Change. You got one more. Feet together. Bring your arms above your head. Swing the left arm underneath the right. Left arm underneath right. You're all showing up. It's great. Beautiful. And also balancing on one leg. So you have to make sure that you don't hold your breath, right? Pull your elbows down, sit down into the chair. I'm famous for that. And then shift the weight into the right leg and bring your left leg over, right? That's it. And it seems easier to balance once you get your foot wrapped around. So the ankles, the knees, the elbows, the shoulders, the wrists, and the hips are all getting compression. It's also stimulating the reproductive organs, and not for nothing, it's also de-stressing your mind and your body. Again, right elbow down into the left, left elbow up into the right, sit down more, and bring your upper body back at the end. That's it. Change. Feet together. Bring your arms up over your head. And finish, complete it. Bring your arms down by your side. It's party time, guys. Have some water. Wow. Really good work, you guys. I'm very impressed. All right, toes and nails touching. Shift the weight into the left leg. Make sure your left leg is pulled up, the thigh is pulled up all the way into the hip. Bend your right knee up, interlock your fingers. Pick up your right foot 3 inches below the toes, making sure that your thumbs are included in the grip. Now, from beginning to end, from start to finish, you must make sure that not only is your left leg locked, but the body weight is equally distributed all over that left foot. So press the left big toe knuckle into the floor. And if your left leg is locked and you can balance there, slowly, gently unfold and start to stretch the right leg heel forward in front of you until ultimately the leg is parallel to the floor. Don't be afraid to kick out. If you don't kick out all the way, that's okay. Just keep the standing leg locked. Now it becomes a pulling exercise. Turn the toes back, kick the heel out, try to get both legs locked. If still you can balance there, then you go to part 3 and bend your elbows down towards the floor. Elbows touch your calf muscles. Eventually the elbows go down below the calf muscles. We're gonna hold it there. No matter where you are, lock your standing leg. Change. Head up, elbow straight, leg in, and leg down. Very nice. And stand up straight. And now start with your toes and nails touching so your feet are parallel. And then shift the weight into the right leg and bend your left knee up and pick up your left foot. So when you bring your heel up, it's forward, right? And then pick up the foot in front of you. Because if it's in front of you, then you have more control over the standing leg. If the foot is behind you, your body collapses and you get the weight into the heel or hip joint. The stomach is sucked in so much, it feels like your navel is being pulled off of your left thigh. The right big toe knuckle, push it into the floor. Try not to roll in or out. If your right leg is locked, slowly, gently, you can start to unfold and stretch the left leg heel forward in front of you. A little bit goes a really long way, and look at how many of you are kicking out all the way. That is beautiful. Kick the heel out, turn the toes in. If you have that, start to bend your elbows down towards the floor. You got it until the elbows touch your calf muscles. Eventually, the elbows go down below the calf muscles. Lock both knees, hold it there. Change. Elbow straight, leg in, leg down. Put your hands on your hips. Do the 1 second back bend just to counter stretch for a second. Beautiful. All right, let that go. And then we do it again. It's always mind over matter. What's the matter? It's your mind, right? Don't get into your head. Shift the weight into the left leg, lock it. Bend your right knee up, suck your stomach in, pick up your right foot. You got to grab that right foot. You got to go and get it because it ain't going to come to you. You know, I have to talk to my foot like it's a little kid. I go, get over here right now. Get a hold of you, you know, and then you have it. The thumb is across, the left leg is locked. Go ahead. Slowly, gently, the right leg can start to stretch forward. Yeah, really commit to it, guys. Whatever you do, commit to it 100%. If both legs are locked, bend your elbows down towards the floor. Now, when the elbows are in and down, the only thing that changes is your gaze. And you bring your chest down, head down. You tuck your chin into your chest, keep pulling the toes back, and touch your forehead to your knee. Excellent. Change. Very good. Head up, elbow straight, leg in and leg down. All right, you guys. Now we're going to do one more. Last one. Best one. All right. Shift the weight, please, into the right leg and bend your left knee up. I think we all have one leg that's usually easier to stand on than the other. And pick up your foot and make sure that the foot that's in your hand is flexed. Ideally, the left heel is below the left knee. The right big toe knuckle pushes into the floor. If your right leg is locked, slowly, gently, the left leg can start to stretch forward in front of you. Very nice. Good, you got it. Kick the heel out, turn the toes in, block both knees. If you can balance there, bend your elbows down towards the floor. Elbows touch the calf muscles. Good. Now don't make a big thing out of it. Chest down, head down. You've got it. Go for it. Tuck your chin into your chest. Now kick the heel. Kick the heel. Kick the heel, touch it, kick the heel, touch it, lock both knees, touch it, kick the heel, bingo, change. Excellent, you guys. All right, elbow straight, leg in and leg down. Okay, well, we say goodbye to that one for today. Again, you could do the 1 second back bend. There's 1 second. And then let's come back. And then guess what? The standing bow pulling pose, right? The complete opposite, very presentational and very open. So bend your right arm so the right palm is facing up towards the ceiling. Bring your right arm out to the right and drop your right arm down. And then pick up your right foot and hold it from the inside. So that basically the middle finger is in the crease of your ankle. That is a lot sturdier than your toes, right? So thumb next to the index finger, knees together, left arm up, palm face forward, thigh fingers together like an arrow tip. Take a deep breath, stretch out one more time and charge. Your body down and forward, simultaneously kick your right leg back and up behind you as hard as is possible, kicking the heel of the toe away from you, back and up towards the ceiling. Slowly bring your body down from the lower spine towards the floor until ultimately the chest and the abdomen are parallel to the floor. Don't be in a rush because you have time to do this. Keep kicking back and up. You might see the foot coming over the top of the head. If that happens, great. Make sure that the toe and the heel are in one line. Kick back so your right shoulder is behind the left. Now pull your left fingertips forward, palm facing down, touch your shoulder to your chin. Your shoulder blade scapula coming out of the body and your shoulders are in two lines from the side. Kicking, stretching, equal simultaneous, 50-50. Don't wait for it to be over because you have time to go back in. Body down more. Stretch forward more. The harder you kick, you can bounce forever. Body down, stretch forward, kick up one more time, change. Good, come on up. Yeah, I love it. It's like you just got to jump right back on that horse, right? Okay, good. Now, just so you know, especially teacher trainees, that feeling that you have right now of a little bit like you've had a bottle of champagne, that's the blood filtering from one side of the body to the next. So that's why that happens, just so you are aware of it. I mean, I enjoy this part because I don't drink anymore. Here we go. Bend the left arm, bring your left arm out to the left, drop your left arm down. Pick up your left foot, hold it from the inside at the ankle, right? So the middle finger in the crease of your ankle, your left really heel are touching, knees together, right arm up. All right. And like you're saying, pick me, I know the answer. Now push that left foot down, take a deep breath and go. Swipe your inner thighs across from each other as you kick down, up and back behind you. That's exactly right. Now remember, it's called the bow pulling pose, right? So feel your shoulder being pulled by your kick. Now simultaneously, you got to counteract that by pressing your fingertips forward. Kick back and up behind you. If the foot comes over the top of the head, make sure the toe and the heel are on line and that the left knee is not going out to the side. Your left shoulder behind the right fingertips forward. Touch your shoulder to your chin, your shoulder blade, your scapula coming out of the body, the two shoulders in one line. Relax your left shoulder, push your right shoulder forward. Keep the kicking and the stretching equal simultaneous. Now enjoy it a little bit more. Body down more. Keep the kicking and stretching equal simultaneous. Body down, stretch forward. Everybody give me 3 kicks. Are you ready? Go. Kick, kick, kick. Change. Good, come on up. And good getting into it. Even if you know there's that 5 seconds left, pick up your foot, go back in again, and watch what happens when you add a little passion. Bend your right arm, bring your right arm out to the right. Drop your right arm down. You take the yoga seriously, but not yourself, right? Grab your foot, bring your knees together. Yeah, a little smile always helps. It always helps me, Left arm down, forward and up, right? It's for you, all right? Now push the foot down, stretch the arm up, take a deep breath, off you go. Fly. Be unapologetic about it. And now, find the bounce between the ease and the effort and let it breathe. Open it up. Near the end, kick more from your right glute to get your leg up higher. Yes, my friend, sir, in the back, that is beautiful. Yeah, sorry, that was a kiss of death. And change. Good, come on up. Oh, that's much more like it. Okay, feels good, right? Here we go. Bend the left arm, bring your left arm out to left, pick up your left foot. Kick, stretch, lock your knee. That's it. Knees together, right arm up. Palm face forward. Yep. Deep breath in and go. Again, swipe your inner thighs across from each other. Maybe, sometimes play with it. Maybe don't come down until your kick tells you to. You do want to get down, right? Because that's where the benefits happen of the posture. But you also want to do it with control and you don't want to rush it. Exactly right. Make sure your eyebrows are parallel to the floor. Push through the floor. Stretch your fingertips forward. Pull your ears back. Take the right arm and push it through the mirror. Like it's the membrane of the wall that's holding you back. Now kick more from your left glute to get your leg up higher and hold the posture. Yeah, change. Oh yeah, that was great. Very, very good. Very good. Okay, you guys, let's keep the heart rate up, right? Go to the back of the towel. The next class is 10 seconds. I know it feels like 20. Balancing stick pose, getting the horseshoe chambers of the heart attention. All right, so toes and nails touch. Bring your arms up over your head. Palms together, interlock your fingers with these index fingers, thumbs across, chin nose away from the chest. Step forward, right leg, a big step. Point your left toe, get off of the back leg. Lock both knees, and you come up, out, and over and down until the whole body, the arm, the head, the leg, the chest, everything is exactly parallel to the floor. You look like the capital letter T. In order to get your chest down, you got to get your leg up. In order to get your leg up, you got to get your chest down. Every muscle contracted. Stretch your arms forward, touch the mirror, change. Good, come on up. You nailed it. Good, feet together, keep your arms up there. Very nice. Try not to look down. Step forward on the left leg, point your right toe, get off of your back leg. Lock both knees, transfer your weight, come down, leg up, body down, leg up, chest down, leg up. Squeeze the ears with the arms. That's right. If you have tight shoulders, push your thumbs up and your chest down. Keep your chin away from the chest. Load the weight into the left big toe and push your arms through the mirror. Change. Good. Come on up. Feet together, arms down. Challenging part right here. Can you stay with your head above your heart and find your breath? Yes, you can. Second set, arms come up over the head, palms together. Always a good idea to change the grip. Thumbs crossed, arms glued to the ears. Step forward, right leg, point left toe, get off of your back leg. Now pull your body apart. Go, come down. Get your fingertips as far away from your toes as possible. Not only you're going down, guys, but you're going forward. Don't be afraid of coming forward. Look, push your palms together. Pull your rib cage forward. Load the weight into the right big toe. Lock both knees. Change. You got it. Come on up. Feet together. And here's the last one. All right, you're on fire now. Step forward on the left. Point your right. Get off of your back leg. Transfer the weight. Lock both knees and off you go. Up, out, and over. Sometimes I use the image that I'm in the middle of a big circle and I have to keep the circle diameter open with the fingertips and the toes. Push your palms together. Get your right leg up. Drop your right hip down. Load the weight into the left big toe. Touch the mirror and you're done. Change. Good. Come on up. Feet together. Arms down. You guys got it. All right. Now, do you turn your bodies or you'd step to the other side of the mat. Oh, you rock my world. That's right. So we're going to step over the mat. Very good. Okay. Good. This is good. This is good for your legs, by the way. It's going to tone them like crazy. And you don't have anything to hold you up except your own muscles. Separate leg stretching pose. Let's go. Bring your arms up over your head. Step your right foot out to the right. A nice wide step. But, shorter if you're flexible. You know who you are, right? So heels are in one line. Feet slightly pigeon-toed. Just that rotation comes from your inner thighs. Bring your hips forward, your arms back. Open your chest. Take a deep breath and stretch your upper body down from the lower spine towards the floor. Chin forward, look forward, and your knees are locked. Go all the way down. And when you can't stretch like that anymore, you're going to grab the heels from the outside. Sometimes I like to drag my palms down the sides of my calves, the back of my calves, and then roll them right underneath my heels. Then, some of us have to bend the knees in order to grab the foot for a second. Okay. But now go back to locking the legs. So let's get that happening first. So roll forward like a wheel, pull up on your thighs and make sure your thighs are contracted. From there, keep rolling forward. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Pull your elbows towards your calves and try to stretch your body down until your forehead touches the floor between the arches of the feet. First, the legs are stretching, lock the knees. Then the hips are stretching, roll forward, lift your hips up. Hips are stretching. Then lower spine, whole body is stretching 360 degrees. Keep pulling. And once again, relax your spine, but use your legs and your arms to lengthen it, to relax it. One day, the head touches the floor between the arches of the feet. Perfect. Change. Now slowly come up. Use your inner thighs to come up. You need them on that floor, right? When your hips are under yourself, bring your right foot back, your feet together, complete the posture, arms up and arms down by the side, right? So the whole time that you're doing that, you're engaging your pelvic floor, which means that you have to really pull those inner thighs towards each other, as you're doing that. That's why we say a little bit pigeon-toed feet. Second set, arms come up over the head. That's more for the inner thighs than it is for the feet. And here we go. Step your right foot out to the right. So head touching, smaller step, not touching, wider step. Tailbone down, hips forward, arms back, open your chest, and you go. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine towards the floor, chin forward, look forward. You're almost going to feel like a face plant, but you're not going to if you keep blocking your knees. And then, there you go. Grab the heels from the outside. Again, if you're not able to grab the sides of the heels, grab the sides of the feet, stepping on all 5 fingers of each hand. So once I say again, first the legs are stretching, pull up on the thighs. Then the hips are stretching. For me, I like this feeling of doing a little back bend in the bum. Then I relax the lower spine and use my arms and my legs to stretch it. The lower spine, the rib cage, almost like I'm doing a lat pull, broaden your shoulder blades. Good. Now at the end here, guys, no wrinkles in the back of the neck, lengthen the back of the neck, pull, and try to touch the hairline on the floor between the arches of the feet. Hold your posture. That's enough. Change. Come on back up. Well done. And your hips are under yourself. Bring your right foot back and your feet together. Your arms, it's very clean, guys. And arms slowly coming down by the side. Beautiful. All right. Now we're at the top of the mountain, the marriage between the heart and the lungs. All right. And we're going to marry them together. And we have to do it twice because they'll get divorced after the first one. Okay, here we go. Toes still touch. Bring your arms up over your head and step your right foot out to the right. The best measure is the wrists are in line with the ankles, okay? So bring your right toes out to the right all the way. So the right foot is completely parallel to the mirror. You can bring your left toes in just a little bit because, most of us are not double jointed, right? So the left foot has to come a little forward. Lock your left leg, take a deep breath and bend your right knee down. So when you bend your right knee down, you want to look in the front mirror, make sure, try to get down low enough so the right thigh bicep is close to being parallel to the floor, if not all the way. Now, tailbone down, push your hips forward, bring your arms back, open your chest, flip the palms, and now move both arms at the same time. And stretch your arms in opposite directions, bringing your right elbow in front of the right knee, not above, not below, and down you stretch towards the big and the second toe. Left arm stretch up directly towards the ceiling at 12 o'clock. Bring your chin down into the left, and then look up so the profile of the face is visible to the mirror. Left arm up, right arm down. Both arms and shoulders are stretching in opposite directions. These triangles are amazing. Push your left hip down and forward and lock your left leg. Push your right knee back with the help of the elbow. Try to touch the toes. Now take one more deep breath and turn, twist your upper body back. Keep your left leg locked with your foot flat on the floor. Change. Now come on up. I know it's always a little bit longer than you want it to be. And then bring your right toes in and your left toes out. Just always double check that from right to left, guys, that your heels are in one line, all right? Deep breath in, lock right leg, bend left knee down. Yeah, and then as you bend your left knee down, really reach your right leg to the right and your right arm to the right, because sometimes that gets lost. Tailbone down, hips forward, arms back, open your chest, move both arms at the same time, and stretch your arms in opposite directions, ultimately bringing your left elbow in front of the left knee, ultimately bending the knee enough so the thigh bicep is parallel to the floor so you can touch the toes. Now, there should be a perfect gap of triangle between your chest and your thigh. Stretch your right arm up, turn your head, put your chin on the shoulder. So try to bring the left ear more forward and the right ear more back. Now your legs are starting to straighten, so you got to bend that knee a little bit and lock your right leg. Yeah, you can lock the right leg and don't straighten the left leg. Right hip forward, left knee back, touch the toes, they're right there. Turn and twist your upper body back. Keep your right leg locked with your foot flat on the floor. Change. Come on back up. That's good. Right foot back, feet together. Nice. Arms up over the head, arms come down by the side. Beautiful. So if no injuries happening in your hips and your knees, see if you can get down lower, and then you got to plant it there, right? Again, you have to use your pelvic floor, if I may use that again, you know? All right, here we go. Second set. Arms come up over the head and step your right foot out to the right. Once again, wrists are in line with the ankles. It's good that you have the mirror to test yourself. And then bring your right toes out and your left toes in. Anchor the outside of the left foot into the floor. Deep breath, bend the right knee down. Yeah, I should be able to serve hot tea off of your right thigh. That's right. And that left thigh, that left glute, oh boy, it's locked. Hips forward, arms back, go. Move both arms at the same time and stretch your arms in opposite. Oh, this looks already so much better. Yeah, this is why we do 2 sets. Look at that. Now your spine is still straight, even though we're on diagonal, you know? Bring your chin to your shoulder, look up at the ceiling. Now left arm up, right arm down. I mean, I'm going to say this, like you're telling somebody, I love you this much, it's going to work. Push your left hip forward, bend your knee more. Touch the toes. Now let's see the spine twist, guys. Turn and twist your upper body back. Hold the posture. Hold it. Change. Good. Come on up. And you go. Last one. Right toes in, left toes out. You got it. Lock that right leg. Take a deep breath. Bend your left knee down. You got it. Remember, using your inner thighs. Don't forget. Tailbone down. Hips forward, arms back, open the chest, go. Move both arms at the same time, stretch your arms in opposite directions. Yeah, look at that. You're gonna get, you're doing great. See, I knew it. That's why I said your name. Okay, look up at the ceiling, put your chin on the shoulder. Now right arm up and left arm down. So good, you guys. Roll your right hip down and forward. It's really good. More left shoulder down, more right shoulder up. Turn and twist your upper body back. You fixed it. Keep your right leg locked with your foot flat on the floor. Change. Good, come on up. Yes, indeedy. Bring your right foot back, your feet together, your arms up over the head and the arms come down by the side. All right, guys. Good. Heart rate came up, heart rate's coming down a little bit. Excellent posture. This next one for your immune system, which we all need, right? Separate leg stretching, head to knee. So toes and heels touch. Bring your arms up over your head, palms together, thumbs crossed, step your right foot out to the right. So I love that you have your mats, that you're stepping over them, because usually it's about 6 inches on either side of your mat you should step. Lift up your toes, pivot on your heels, and face the right. And then dial your back toes around. So the back toes are at a 45-degree angle. Push your left hip forward so it's in line with the right hip. Tuck your chin into your chest. Look at your stomach, suck your stomach in, choke your throat, and you go down front side and touch your forehead to your knee. And may I say, beautiful going into the posture with a lot of integrity. The forehead touches the knee. What do you need to do to get the forehead to touch the knee? Some of us have to bend the knee. Stretch the fingertips beyond your toes, like balance and stick with your arms to get your elbows locked. You can bend the front knee to get the forehead to touch the knee. Throat choked, eyes are open. Yeah, and then you put a little bit more weight into the instep of the right foot to bring the right hip up and the left hip down, ultimately getting the 2 hips in one line. At the end, see if you can try once again to find your balance and maybe lock your front leg. Now slowly come up and keep pushing the left hip forward and the right toe down. If you do that, you're going to keep your hips and your shoulders square. It's going to be easier to balance. Your chin comes up last and you turn all the way and now face the other side. Facing the left, pull your right hip towards the other side and push your hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Tuck your chin into your chest, suck in your stomach, choke your throat, and you go down. Now, about halfway down, you have to reinvest in your stomach, right? You have to think of the rib cage and the hip bones closing in on each other. And the throat choke sensation too is very important, not just opening up the, stretching the kidneys, strengthening the immune system, not just compressing the pancreas, balancing the blood sugar level, but all of these things with the forward against the knee is a thyroid, parathyroid, thymus gland, pituitary gland, so many things going on. Try to close the right hip off by putting a little bit more weight into the instep of the left foot to bring your left hip up and dial your right hip down. Throat choked, forehead attached to the knee. See if you can find your best expression now in hands in prayer position and slowly round up. Keep pushing the right hip forward and the left toe down, and you come up vertebra by vertebra and your chin comes up last. And you turn to face the side and right foot, back feet together, arms down by the side, the front, sorry, beautiful. I'm so used to people turning on their mats. So it's very nice to see this. Okay, before you think, let's do a second set. Arms come up over the head, palms together, thumbs crossed. Lock your elbows, step your right foot out to the right. So it's a combination between the rabbit pose and the balancing stick. Lift up your toes, pivot on your heels, and face the right side of the room. Dial your back toes around so your left hip is in line with your right hip, the 2 headlights. Tuck your chin into your chest and you go down. Over exaggerate about halfway down, push the bony parts of your lower back up towards the ceiling. Yeah, because if you do that, you're going to get a little bit more extension in the backside body, more compression in the front side body. I know that you know what you're doing. I want you to be honest with yourself and try to find your best expression. Keep the forehead attached to the knee. And before you come up, using your abdominal strength, see if you can crawl your forehead 1 inch higher. Good, and now come up and drag your forehead as close to your thigh as possible. There you go. Chin up last, and you got 1 more of those. Pivot all the way. Face the back. Don't do that. Face the left. Push your right hip and go ahead. Come down. Yep. And once again, halfway down, reinvest in your stomach muscle and think of pushing the bony parts of your lower back up towards the ceiling. So you're rounded over, Yeah. Like imagine that you're draping over a tire, a big, huge tire. Yeah. So everything is really contracted in. That's it. Once again, find your best expression. Hug your inner thighs towards each other. Hold it. Try to get your forehead higher. Change it. Come on back up. Unbelievable, guys. It's so good. Chin up last. Turn to face the front, right foot back, feet together, and arms down by your side. Well done. Now we're going to bring the heart rate down. Come to this middle of your mat or your towel. And then we do tree pose, we do toe stand, and then we're on the floor, all right? So, toes and heels touch. Breathe. You're doing great. Shift the weight into the left leg. Bring your right knee up and then out, and hold your right foot from behind with your left hand, like you're doing a bicep curl, right? So it's a good idea to bring the knee up first and then rotate from the hip instead of the knee. And then you bring your heel towards the top of your shorts or your pants, and the sole of the foot is facing the ceiling. And then you allow the right knee to drop down and back without forcing anything. Some of us, the knees are going to be a little bit more forward, and that's okay. Tuck your tailbone down, then lift your chest up. Look at your hips and your shoulders and make sure they're very square and level. Then from there, you can bring your right hand into the heart center so the thumb is grazing the sternum. You can bring your left hand up, sure, but if the foot slips, continue to hold the foot. Keep your left leg locked, your thigh contracted, your stomach in, your spine straight, balance, focus, stay there. Without changing your gaze. change your legs. You can look right in the mirror, the right leg down, the left knee up and out, and then hold from behind. Yeah, like you're doing a bicep curl. Heel touch the top of the shorts of the pants. Yeah, this looks great. So the knee drops down and back. You can also consider pulling the inner left thigh forward. Then drop your tailbone, lift your chest up, shoulders, hips level. Good. Then left hand, heart center. Maybe right hand, maybe not. It's all icing on the cake. Right leg lock, thigh contracted, stomach in, right? Think of a tree, right? It pushes its roots down into the ground so it can grow up through the top of its branches. Yep, change, good. Left leg down. Okay, toe stand, Padangustasana. Shift the weight into the left leg. Bring your right leg up as high as it doesn't have to be that high this time, guys, right? As long as the heel is above the knee and on the thigh. Bring one of both hands in a prayer position. Look down on the floor and bend your body down from the lower spine towards the floor. So this is a posture that's not all or nothing either. I mean, even if you just lean down halfway and you go, oh, I can only go that far, that's fine. If your hands touch the floor, then you create a tripod, bend your knees, sit down on the heel, walk your hands to both sides of the body, hips up, bouncing on your fingertips. Keep focusing on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. So your neck is long, your eyes are down. When you're ready, you can bring the left hand up in the middle of your chest. If you can balance there without moving, you can bring the right hand up. Sometimes it's maybe easier to just bring both hands up at the same time. Balance there. Toe standers, please come on up. I like what you're doing, guys. That's good. And then everybody change. Good. Right leg down. And here we go, guys. Last one. Shift the weight into the right leg. Bring your left leg up, middle of the thigh, wherever you feel comfortable. One of both hands in a prayer position. Look down on the floor. Bend your body down from the lower spine towards the floor. So you fall into the weight of your hands, right? You create a tripod here. And then you can bend the knee. And then you walk the hands. Then you take the weight back. Yeah, and you want to try the best you can to not sink down, with your hips to your heels. So you want to lift up, hug your inner thighs together. Then bring your left hand up. Then the right hand or not. Just play with it. 1, 2, 3, clap your hands. All right, now come on back up by putting your hands on the floor in front of you and push through the tree. Go through the tree. Everybody change. Yeah, everybody say something great about yourself in the mirror and turn around and relax on your back. You got it. What an honor, to be here. I feel very lucky. All right, so once you've gotten all the stuff out of the way, you're Savasana, right? Savasana is, a form to it. Right, the legs are straight, the heels touch, the toes fall out like pages of a book. Your arms are on your towel, and the palms are not forced, but rotated up towards the ceiling. And that rotation comes from your shoulders. And the reason we do that is so that we can keep the rib cage open, so that the lungs have more access for air. And then try to find one spot and focus on it. And then see if you can just concentrate on your breath, with the belly rising on the inhale, falling on the exhale, and fall into your body. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Let go. Surrender. I've heard it said, and maybe some of you have heard this, that the word surrender does not mean give up. Surrender means join the winning team. It means allow it to happen. It means let go. All is well. Guys, the wind removing pose, Pavanamuttasana. Right leg lift up. Everybody grab your right leg exactly 2 inches below the knee. Pull the right knee down all the way towards your right shoulder, completely avoiding the rib cage. Make sure that your left leg stays straight, so your left calf muscle remains touching the floor. If it's not, you can flex the left foot. Keep your chin to your chest to get your neck flat on the floor, like you're looking down your cheeks. Now your elbows, they're close to the body. The shoulders are relaxed, touching the floor. At the end, see if you can pull a little bit harder. Hold it there. Freeze. Change. Right leg down, left leg up. Grab your left leg, same position, 2 inches below the knee, and pull the left knee down all the way towards the left shoulder. So it's a little bit like a stick shift at first, right? You might have to go out, down, back, in again. Do make sure that both shoulders are on the floor, right? Especially the right shoulder. And then pull your knee down as hard as you can. The right leg stays straight. So the right calf muscle on the floor, if not, flex a foot. Chin down, neck flat, tighten it up, pull harder, and change. Good. Arms down, legs down. Both legs lift up. Grab your elbows over your legs, a couple of inches below the knees, if possible. If that's not possible, lift your body up and then see what you can grab. And if you end up getting your forearms, if you end up getting your wrists, that's fine. We're going compression on the front side of the body now. So 2 things. Try to get your knees and your thighs as close to each other as possible and as close to your chest as possible. We compress now the transverse colon, which is hidden behind the rib cage. P.S. The transverse colon holds all of the carbs, the pizza, and the ice cream, and it doesn't like to move. So get it tight and then change. Good. Arms and legs down. Right. I remember one of the things I never forget from training, that 90% of disease starts in the colon, right? So this is very important posture, not just to open up the hips, but for your digestive elimination. Okay, here we go. Second set. Right leg lift up. Grab your right leg 2 inches below the knee and pull the right knee down all the way towards the right shoulder. So the grip is you're not on the knee, you're not on the shin, you're between the knee and the shin. Now, if you make the okay sign with the index finger and the thumb and you chain link them together, the pad of your thumb is going to be really strong to pull not just the knee closer towards your shoulder, but what would happen now if you pulled your knee closer towards the mirror behind you? And then you're going to get a little bit more extension in the left hip flexor. Very good. Change. Arms down, legs down. That was the ascending. Now the descending. So the left leg lifts up and you grab the left leg, same position, 2 inches below the knee, and pull the left knee down. So you take a second to find your groove. You get your groove. If you were wearing a belt, you would touch your elbows to your belt. You pull the knee not just down, but forward towards the mirror behind you. Extend a little bit more. Change. Good. Arms down, legs down, and both legs up. Same thing. Grab your elbows each other over your legs. Big old bear hug. There you go. Yeah. So chin down, neck flat. Good. And then you're getting your knees and your thighs as close to each chest, as close to each other as possible. Some of us are just very flexible and the spine is on the floor and the knees are, couldn't be further in. Some of us, it's my hips are still up off the floor. Don't force that, but just maybe relax your abdomen. And maybe one more vertebra will drop down on the floor. Maybe squeeze your inner thighs together a little bit. Okay, that's enough. Change. Good. Arms and legs down. And now we get into the meat of the class, right? The spine strengthening series. First, we do a sit up. Toes, heels touch, flex your feet, bring your arms up over your head, thumbs crossed, arms and head together, quickly sit up, forehead to knee, elbows to the floor. All right, turn around, lie on your stomachs for the spine strengthening series, starting with the Cobra Bhujangasana. Setup, very important. The setup is everything to connect to your lower back muscles. Put your chin out. Put your hands, palms close to your chest, underneath your shoulders. The fingertips in line at the top of the shoulders. The baby giving us in line with the deltoids. And you glue your hands down. In fact, if I look at you from above, I shouldn't see your hands. Legs and feet together, feet flat. You only have one leg. So leg muscles are tight, hip muscles are solid. Push your pelvis down, look up at the ceiling and come up, please. Lift your upper body up over the floor, go up only halfway, only the belly button is up touching the floor, the rest of the body is in the air. At the same time from the side, your elbows are like an L, 90-degree angle. The elbows are always touching the body to bring your shoulders down, lengthen and neutralize the back of the neck. The trapezius muscles are being activated. Come up one more time and change. Now slowly come down, put your chin down first, then turn your head and look to the right. So anytime you're coming out of a back bend on the floor, on your stomach, you want to make sure that you always land the chin before you turn the head, just because, you want to be safe. If you have any tension in your neck and your shoulders and you're turning too soon, you might pull something. Okay. All right. And let's do it again. Put your chin out, put your hands, palms as they were. Make sure your hands are not too far down, up, high, or low. And press the knuckle of the thumb and the index finger down because they like to bend. Crazy glue your elbows to your rib cage, squeeze your legs together, point your toes into your kneecaps, come off the floor, look up at the ceiling and come up, eyes, chin, chest. Ready, go. Eyes, chin, chest, keep going. Eyes, chin, chest, keep going. Now squeeze your elbows in, Drop your shoulders down, still legs and feet, stretching back. Don't forget it. Imagine that you're going to drag your palms towards the back wall without doing it and come up higher. Change. Good. Come on down. Sensational. Chin down before you turn your head. Very nice. Good. So as you know, and when you become teachers, these postures are a little bit shorter, but they're a little bit more intense. So it's important, right, for your class to always go in on time and end on time, like you're taking a prescription, right? Like you're taking antibiotic. You want to take the whole thing. Let's do Salabhasana, the locust pose. Arms straight position. Bring your arms underneath the body and grab the floor with the fingertips so the fingers are completely apart. By the way, we're reclaiming the natural extension in our arms, right? Sometimes our elbows hurt because you know why? We do everything with our elbows bent. So put your chin on the floor, your arms are invisible, your fingers are spread open wide. Look in the mirror, relax your left leg, point your right toe, and lift your right leg up at a 45-degree angle. Now, 45 degrees is half of 90 degrees. It's usually higher than you think. Don't be afraid of lifting the leg up. Make sure the sole of the foot is facing the ceiling. Lock your knee, point your toe, come up one more time. Change. Good. Come on down. Yes. Okay, good. You look like the right catch. Relax your right leg, point the left toe, lock the left knee, and go. Left leg, lift up. So it doesn't just lift. You stretch it back and you lift it up. By the way, it's physics. Push the left arm down and back, and your left leg is going to go back and up. Lock the knee, point the toe. Change. Good. Come on down. Because after all, we are getting in the upper back. Put your mouth on the floor. Readjust your hands, palms. You get your elbows closer towards each other underneath your body. You have one leg, but zip up your legs and squeeze your stomach in. Take a deep breath and lift both legs up at the same time. Both legs come up. Everybody come up. Really squeeze the thighs, legs and feet together. Knees locked, pointed toes. Push down and back to go back and up and lift your legs up one more time. Change. Good. Come on down. All right. Now we released it, right? We forget it back. It's over. Release your arms from underneath your body. Look to the right, lift her down. Good. So that's it, right? It's like physics. If you want to jump high in the air, you can't do it with your legs straight. You got to bend your knees first. And if I want to get one part of my body to go up and I have the floor to use, I'm going to press down and back to go back and up. So everything has that equal and opposite reaction. Let's do a second set. Bring your straight arms underneath the body. And there's also another little helpful hint for this one too. Try to get your arms as close to each other as possible. Spread your fingers wide, put your chin on the floor. Before you lift up your right leg, extend it, make it a little bit longer than your left leg. And now lift it up. Yeah, and reach your toe. What about that big toe? Get that leg up. Good. Now, maybe inner thigh up more so the sole of the foot is facing the ceiling. Change. Good. Come on down. That's the technique. Now get out of the right side, point the left toe, make your left leg longer than your right, and lift your left leg back and up behind you. Keep pushing down and back to go back and up. There it is. That's it. Inner thigh up, outer thigh down. Can you get that leg up higher, and can you hold it there? Yes, you can. Change. Come on down. Put your mouth on the floor. Readjust your hands, palms. Get your elbows closer towards each other. Zip up your legs. Take a deep breath. Go. Push down and back to go back and up. Reach for the back wall with your arms. Squeeze your legs and your feet together. Gluteus muscles tight. Good. Here's a little cheat. Use your bicep muscles, and maybe you'll come up a little bit higher. Whee! Change. Good. Come on down. All right. I'll take anything I can get in that posture. Turn your head and look to the left. Okay, guys. The middle back. Open up your arms like airplane wings, right up from your shoulders, and put your chin on the floor. Squeeze all your fingers together. Again, two legs become one. Look up at the ceiling, take a deep breath, and go. Lift everything. Arms, body, head, legs, chest, everything lift up. Like a 747 taking off. Go up, look up, arms back. Get the fingertips on top of the head. Only the hips left touching the floor. The rest of the body is up in the air. Are you ready? Exhale, go up one more time. Change. Good. Come on down. Excellent work. Turn your head and look to the right. Left your down arms by your side. So there's a teacher by the name of Georgia who's been teaching, I think then, she's been teaching for centuries. And she told me in class to smile when I was doing this posture. And I think it was like my second or third class. I was like, she's got to be kidding me. That lightness of being is going to help you quite a bit. So be as happy as you want. Open up your arms like airplane wings. One more time. Squeeze your fingers together. Squeeze your legs together. If you feel like doing it, do it. Big old smile. Ready, go. Go. Arms, body, head, legs, chest. Everything lift up. Go up. Arms up. Arms back. That's it. Look at this. Everybody bring your chest up and hold it. Bring your thighs up and hold it. And try to touch your thighs and your shoulders together. Go up one more time. Change. Good. Come on down. Yeah. Not so bad. Get you out of your head too. Turn your head and look to the left. I gotta say, that was really great. All right, last one, working against gravity in our bellies, is Dhanurasana, the bow pose. Put your chin on the floor, bend your knees and hold your feet 2 inches below the toes, wrist straight, pointed toes. Keep 6 inches between your knees and your toes. Now, if you know that your knees splay out and, easily, start with them closer together, all right? And then look up at the ceiling and slowly, gently, both legs kick back and up behind you. Kick up, look up, kick your legs behind you. Keep going, continuously keep kicking. Don't stop kicking. Roll forward once so the toes are in the center from the side. Kick back now a little bit more, a little bit harder. You should be on your abdomen between the ribs and the hips. This is good. Now keep your knees in, pointed toes. Give me another kick. Ready, go. Kick, 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 change. Good, come on down. Chin down, turn your head, look to the right, lift your downs by your side. Let's do it one more time. Put your chin on the floor, bend your knees, hold your feet 2 inches below the toes. So the baby pinky finger is right at your toe cleavage, if you will. The thumb is next to the index finger and your shoulders are relaxed. Look up at the ceiling, go ahead. Kick back and kick up. When you kick back, it brings your chest up. When you kick up, it brings your knees and your thighs up. Now dial those inner thighs up. Now get your head up. Look up at the ceiling and now push your feet as far away from your hips as possible. And try to push your feet a little bit more towards the front mirror and kick up one more time. Change, come on down. You got it, chin down, turn your head, look to the left. That concludes your spine strengthening series. Come on up. Come to the front of the towel for fixed firm pose, Supta Vajrasana. To time for some Agua Asana. Good. Sit down, kneeling, stop position, separate the heels, hips are on the floor between the heels. Oh, and I should say too that sometimes even just rolling your calf muscles out of the way might give you another little bit of space, All right, so if your hips are on the floor and you're okay, right hand, right foot, fingers are facing forward, left hand, left foot, fingers are facing forward, drop your right elbow down, then your left one by one, head on the floor, back of the head, shoulders touch the floor, the entire upper body relaxes on the floor. And then you get your arms up over your head, grab your elbows over your head, pull your elbows down, lift your chest and stomach up towards the ceiling. You're creating this perfect human bridge. Yeah, and then from there, if everything's okay, try to bring your knees a little bit closer together. Eyes are open, your breathing is always normal. Good, that's enough for the first set. Come on up by putting your hands on your ankles or your feet and use the elbows against the floor, and then turn around and relax on your back. So probably feeling even better coming out of this posture than going in normally. Good. Well done, guys. Doing great. All right, let's do a sit-up. Toes, heels touch, flex your feet. Bring your arms up over your head, thumbs crossed, arms and head together. Quickly sit up, exhale twice. Good. And now one more time. So turn around and come to the front of the towel, sit down, kneeling, stop position. Always start with your knees together. Never assume that you're gonna have to open up your knees, right? Someday you might do it and you may not have to, right? And so the top of the feet are on the floor, right hand, right foot, left hand, left foot, and where we go back. So congratulations. This is actually your 10th backward bend in a row. Right hand, right foot, left hand, left foot, right elbow, left one by one, head on the floor, back of the head. You go as far as you can without feeling sharp dagger-like pain. And you're still doing great. And you grab your elbows over your head, you pull your elbows down, lift your chest and stomach up towards the ceiling. More benefits, the higher you lift the chest. Maybe give a little bit push to the knees down. You can feel a nice stretch in your quads and hip flexors, and then squeeze your inner thighs together a little bit more. Good. That's enough, guys. Good. Put your hands on your ankles or your feet and push yourself up with the elbows. And very carefully turn around and relax on your back. All right, another sit up. Toes, heels touch, flex your feet, arms above the head, thumbs crossed, arms and head together. Quickly sit up. Ardha Krimasana, the half tortoise pose is next. Turn around, come to the middle of your towel. Sit down, kneeling style position. The feet are together, the heels are together, the hips are on the heels, and the spine is straight. Bring your arms above your head, palms together, only your thumbs are crossed. Stretch up out of the waist, pull your lowest rib cage in, and slowly come down front side, chin forward, look forward, as long as you can, lengthening your spine. Your forehead touches the floor, the baby pinky finger touches the floor, the rest of the arms are in the air. Good. Now push your palms together. That's going to get your elbows locked more. Stretch your arms forward all the way from the scapula to the fingertips, the hips to the heels, a two-way dynamic stretch. Eyes are open, breathing is normal. Good. Before you come up, push your knees down, squeeze your knees together, suck your stomach in, and stretch forward to come up. Arms and head together. Very nice. And then arms down and turn it around and you relax. Every time you do that sit-up, you're getting dust particles out of your lungs. It also is going to help you to energize you for the second set. Try not to throw your arms above your head, so you use more of your stomach, of course, rather than momentum, all right? So toes, heels touch, flex your feet, arms up over the head, thumbs crossed, arms and head together, hold the breath, and then come up. And then you exhale twice. Yeah, that's it. And then turn around. Hey, try this. Try to get your heels to touch and not separate and your toes to touch and not cross. It's going to feel weird if you have flat feet. Yeah, I've been trying that lately. Oh, bring your arms up over your head, palms together, thumbs crossed. Stretch up towards the zip, just like balancing stick pose. Look forward and come forward, right? And about halfway down, pull your rib cage more forward. Yeah, stretch your arms forward. Exactly. So once again, we're decompressing the spine, right? We're creating more space between the discs of the vertebra. Yeah, so we open it up. We calm down the nervous system. You can fishtail or walk your baby pinky fingers forward. Maybe reach your belly button towards your toes. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Stretch forward and then come up. Wonderful. And then arms down, turn around and relax on your back. Good, guys. Here we go, guys. Sit up, toes, heels touch, flex your feet, arms above the head, thumbs crossed, arms knit together, and sit up. Okay, you made it to the camel, the maximum compression of the spine. Stand up on your knees and feet 6 inches apart, hands on the hips, fingers are facing down, thumbs are on the outside. Take a nice deep breath and push your hips forward towards the mirror. Drop your head back as far as it goes, then lean back halfway, stop in the middle. That might be enough for you. If you can, without leaning the hips back, drop your right hand down, grab your right heel. And now your left hand to the left heel with the thumb on the outside, the fingers on the inside, getting a full palm grip. Take a nice deep breath and then push your stomach, legs, hips, thighs forward as you simultaneously lift your chest and rib cage up towards the ceiling. Push your hips, lift your chest, drop your head back. This is a 360-degree angle backward bend with gravity. Put your hands on your hips, one at a time, chest up, spine straight, support your lower back, and then sit down, pause, turn around, relax. A lot of things happening physiologically in this posture, as you know, but a lot of emotional memories is wrapped into our fascia, our connective tissue in our hips. So when we move it forward, it could be a little bit emotional, This is the kind of stuff that comes out when, all the stuff that happens during your day. They go, I can't deal with it. I'll deal with it later. This is later, Okay, let's do a sit-up. Toes, heels touch, flex your feet. Arms above the head, thumbs crossed, arms knit together, and quickly sit up. So if it ain't doing any good, let it go. All right, here we go, guys. Turn around for the second set of the camel. Now, if your hips are tight, feel free to open up your knees a little bit more, but your feet are still 6 inches apart, okay? Put your hands on your hips as if your hands in your back pockets. Fingers are facing down. Pull your elbows behind you. Take a deep breath. Push your hips forward. Drop your head back. Lean back halfway. Before you grab your heels, get your eyeballs back further. Sometimes that gives you a better prep. And then grab your heels, thumb on the outside, fingers on the inside, like you're draping over a huge exercise ball. Take a deep breath, chest up, exhale, push your hips forward. Inhale, left chest up, exhale, drop your head back. Inhale, lift up, exhale, push your hips. Stay, breathe, change. Put your hands on your hips, chest up, spine straight, sit down, turn around, relax on your back. Well done. Okay, guys, it's rabbit. Toes, heels touch, flex your feet. Arms up over the head, thumbs crossed. Arms and head together, and off you go. Sit up. Exhale twice. And we go towards the back of the towel or the middle of the towel, because you want to grab the back of the towel and put it over your heels so that you ensure a nice tight grip. And appreciate the importance of this grip. It's very, vital to this posture. So grab your heels, tuck your chin, lean back a little bit, round forward, and get the floor to touch the knees. The top of the head will automatically touch the floor. Please don't move your head anymore. Exhale, eyes open, pull your heels, lift your hips up towards the ceiling, all the way up until the elbows are locked and the arms are straight. And if there's a gap between the forehead and the knees, walk your knees forward one by one until the knees and the forehead touch. Make sure your spine is stretching from top to bottom. To get the weight out of the top of the head, push the feet down and together. And now lift your shoulders up towards the ceiling, away from the ears. Suck your stomach in, roll forward, and lift your hips up one more time. Excellent. Change. Pull your heels on the way up so you stack your vertebrae one at a time. Head up last, turn around, relax on your back. Okay, let's go again. Toes, heels touch, flex your feet, arms up over the head, thumbs crossed, arms and head together, and sit up. Okay, rabbit, so maximum extension of the spine. Again, sit down, kneeling stop position, and take the towel over your heels. Before you actually go down all the way, tuck your chin in, and then pull your navel towards the back wall, then round forward, and maybe try to get your eyebrows in your knees. The top of the head will touch the floor. Re-grab your heels, roll forward, lift your hips up. So once you get up there, you got to reinvest in that grip. Push the feet down and together, and maybe even squeeze your legs together with your locked elbows. Now, a couple of more things. Lift your shoulders up towards the ceiling. At the same time, push the bony parts of your lower back up towards the ceiling as well. Then push your knees down, squeeze your inner thighs together, and roll forward one more time. That was great. Change. Pull your heels to come up. You play your cards right there. You get a little bit of a good ab workout. Turn around and relax in your back. Okay, last push. Toes, heels touch, flex your feet, arms up over the head, thumbs crossed, arms and head together. Quickly sit up. Wonderful, everybody turn to face the front of the room. For Janu Shavasana with Paschimottanasana, head to knee with stretching. So right leg out, left leg in. Create pressure with the left sole of the foot on the right leg thigh bicep muscle. Your two legs look like an L. Bring your arms up over your head, interlock your fingers, turn from the waist, and grab your right foot 2 inches below the toes. Pull your toes back as hard as possible. Flex your foot, try to get the heel up off the floor. Just like in the rabbit pose, tuck your chin into your chest, touch the forehead to the knee. If not, again, you can bend the knee. Now from here, push the knee down with the help of the forehead. Bend your elbows down towards the floor alongside your calf muscles. Roll a little bit, your left shoulder down, your left elbow down. Keep your left knee on the floor and try to get your head closer with your stomach. That's enough. Change. Good. Come on up. And now switch your legs. So bring your left leg out and your right leg in. Create pressure with the right sole of the foot, left leg thigh, arms up over the head, turn to the left, grab your left foot 2 inches below the toes. Once again, pull your toes back as hard as possible. So guys, there's a shelf for your thumbs right at the ball of the foot. You want to crank the toes back and kick the heel forward and then touch the forehead to the knee. And as you start to push your knee down with the help of the forehead, do not disconnect it, but at the same time, try to get your head closer with your stomach. Roll a little bit to the right elbow down, right knee down on the floor, and then change. Good, come on up. Switch your, bring both legs out in front of you and lie down to realign the spine, mind your back, arms up over the head, and quickly sit up. Exhale twice, take the middle and the index finger, slice between the big and the second toe, thumbs up towards the ceiling, walk your hips back right and left. You don't have to put your thumbs up towards the ceiling, but the wrists are facing each other. So the reason we walk the hips back is because we want to get off the fleshy part of the sits bones and get the tailbone back. First thing, look in the mirror, keep your head up, and stretch your legs forward until both knees are blocked. If both legs are locked and your feet are flexed, then only start to bend your elbows down towards the floor. Again, keeping your head up, looking in the mirror. Remember that your inside of the heels want to kick forward as well as your outside of the heels kicking back, so you're not sickling your feet. Inhale, belly in, exhale, pull, leg stretch, hip stretch, lower spine, bend your elbows down, drop your chin, look through your eyebrows and try to touch your head to your toes. Beautiful. Change. Very nice. Come on up, turn around and relax in your back. That was great. All right, let's do that again. Toes, heels touch, flex your feet, arms up over the head, thumbs crossed, arms in the head together, sit up. One more time. So this is all the stuff that you can work on the details of without having to worry about balancing or falling, right? So connect those fingers, you know, that grip, right leg out, left leg in. Make sure that there's pressure on the left sole of the foot, right thigh. Arms come up over the head, interlock your fingers, turn from the waist, and then grab your foot. Right? Again, if you need to bend the knee at first, that's fine. But then, you know, those of you who have the flexibility don't need to do that. Then push your knee down. Use your thumbs. There's a shelf for your thumbs right there to pull the toes back to stretch the Achilles tendon. From here, bend your elbows down towards the floor. Roll a little bit your left shoulder down, your left elbow down. Maybe even push the left foot into your right thigh to open up your left hip and to get your left knee closer to the floor. Change, come on up. Let's do that same thing. Left leg out, right leg in, pressure in the right sole of the foot, left thigh, arms up, turn from waist, grab left foot, 2 inches below the toes. Use your thumbs to crank the toes back. Touch the forward to the knee, push your knee down. Bend your elbows down towards the floor. That's it. From there, right shoulder down, right elbow down. Use the thumbs to pull the toes back. Push your right foot into your left thigh to keep your right knee down. Get your head closer with your stomach. Change. Good. Come on up. Now your legs in front, lie down, energize yourself by doing a nice strong sit-up. And now here you go. Never warmer than you are right now. So grab the big toes, walk your hips back, right and left. It's like your hips are on some kind of a rotisserie, that they're going backwards, you know? So again, first the legs are stretching. So you have to lock the knees. Now, again, think of doing that little back bend in your hips. Now, to stretch the spine, you got to relax it. Inhale, belly in, exhale. Pull with your arms, lock your knees. Your lower spine is stretching. Inhale, exhale. Lock your knees, pull with your arms. Your middle spine, your rib cage is stretching forward. Now your chest, push the chest down, drop your chin, look through your eyebrows, lengthen the back of the neck. Take a deep breath. Give me everything you got right now. Pull. Now hold the stretch right there. Hold it. Good, Akrina. And there you go. Change. Good. Come on up. Turn around. Relax. Well done. There's one more posture. We do one set. Toes, heels touch, flex your feet, arms up over the head, thumbs crossed, arms and head together. Quickly sit up. And off we go. So you're going to turn to face the left side of the room. Yeah. Okay, good. And then bend, my guess was right. Bend the left knee in front of you. Bring your right leg over so the right heel is in the left knee corner. Try to keep the right toe on the floor so the whole foot is down, right? And then the right arm behind you, the left arm over the leg. Push your knee back with the help of the elbow. Straighten the arm, turn the wrist in. Try to grab the left knee with the left hand so the right heel, all three things are touching in one spot. If you can't, you can also grab the, the towel as an extension cord. Stretch your spine up towards the ceiling, look back over your right shoulder. And if you can maintain your balance, take your right arm and bring it around the back, grab the inner left thigh, or just keep your hand against the floor, lift up, chest up, twist, look back over your right shoulder as you twist. You really want to nail that right hip to the floor. By the way, these look really good. Inhale, lift up, and now twist. Pull the rib cage to the right, but the belly button to the left. And then push your left arm against your right leg and twist one more time. Change. Very nice. Reverse it, untwist it, bend the right knee in front of you, bring the left leg over so the left heel is the right knee corner. This time the left arm is behind you, the right arm comes up and over the leg, and you push the knee back and try to grab the right knee with the right hand. All three things are touching in one spot, ideally. Right? Stretch your spine up towards the ceiling, look back over your left shoulder. And if you can maintain your balance, the left arm goes around, you grab the inner right thigh, or just keep your hand against the floor. Inhale, lift up, and you twist. Look back over your left shoulder. Try to keep the chin parallel to the shoulder. Inhale, lift up, and you twist, keeping the left hip down. Bring your rib cage to the left, bring your belly button to the right. Push your right arm against your left leg, last twist, 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 change, reverse, untwist, unravel, lie down. Wow. Good work. Okay, you guys, you got one more sit-up. Toes heels touch, flex your feet, arms above the head, thumbs crossed, arms in it together, and go, sit up. Okay, couple of deep breathing. At the end of the class is good for digestive system, internal organs, good for your abs, the dust particles coming out of you, whatever's left, And my old adage is, if there's anything in your apartment that's not paying rent, you get to evict it and put it into the towel and then walk away. All right. Wonderful job, guys. Fingertips are on the knees, elbows are locked, lick your lips and swallow. It comes right from your belly. Begin. Blow, 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 blow. Good. Go. That's the pace. Elbows locked, arms are straight, shoulders down and relaxed. Belly goes in as the breath goes out. Good. Keep going there. You might feel a cramp in your belly. That's okay. Do it anyway. Blow. Give it everything you got for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't go anywhere. We're going to do one more time, just a little bit faster. All right. But not so fast that you can't do it. Make them lighter. You don't have to work as hard. All right. A little bounce here. Rhythmic. A 2, 1, ready. Go, 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 go. Go, go, nice and sweet, nice and short, nice and fast. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. And go, go, go. And keep going, keep going. You are fabulous. Go, 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 go. Give it everything you got. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You're done. Turn around and relax in your back. Excellent job. You guys, so good. Turn around and relax in your back. Everybody, you all did amazing. If I wouldn't know any better, I think you're all doing teacher training. Congratulations, going on this journey. It's huge. And my only advice for you guys is to never lose the passion that you have. And you bring that passion to your teaching. You bring yourself to your teaching by getting out of your own way, by helping others. It takes a certain amount of just a certain person to be able to do that. And know that what you're embarking upon is something that's bigger than your wildest dreams. I mean, I never thought I was going to ever teach. Even when I went to training, I was like, I don't want to teach this. Now I can't imagine not doing it. You're going to change people's lives, Don't ever forget the passion. And lead with your heart. I think you're amazing, guys. And it was my pleasure to be here with all of you today. I hope I get to see you soon. Good luck to all of you. Namaste.